Good morning, everyone. I'm Swee Money. Welcome back to Airport CEO. Last time, we got our emergency services going in a basic capacity, which will help us if we have to handle a large emergency, like an emergency landing. Today, we're going to be mostly working on improving our finances so we can eventually move up to medium-sized jets and international flights. Lots to do, so let's get started. First things first, we are going to need to do some research. So let's go ahead and we're going to get the extended commercial license right off the bat. And we're going to need another administrator for that. Applicants, administrator, hire that cheap one over there. Now we're going to be working on basically balancing our book because we're not really losing money, but we're not making a ton either. And we need a lot of it in order to start getting medium jets because the runways alone are going to take up at least 2 tiles of space, and we don't have that. So we're going to have to expand, and that is costly. If we look over here, $750,000 just to unlock this one space, and it extends further than this one space, so we would need 2 spaces. So that's going to take a while to research. Let's make sure that we are assigning our new administrator right there, and then it'll get started. There it goes. All right, and let's just see what little things we can do in order to make a little bit of money here. For one, if we look at our flights, you'll see most days we are maxed out on our flight capacity. In order to improve our flight capacity, we need a larger ATC tower, and that is what the extended commercial license is going to provide us. We're going to be able to build a medium ATC tower, which will allow 75 flight capacity instead of the 25 that we have now. So that will let us fill up these flights a lot better. And just to prepare for that, we're going to open up all stands for all airlines. Because like we have Havana over here that gives us 2 flights a day or so. So it doesn't make sense to keep that stand closed off. And then we'll let this fill in with whatever our planner does. And then as we get our bigger ATC tower, we'll be able to do even more. All right, we're going to dismantle this and we are going to build some parking lots. I'm going to leave 2 tiles on the end here so that we can wrap around because you got to pay to park. So we'll make some money on these, I think. Oh, we need some sidewalks over here so that our pedestrians can get across. Public roads, asphalt, and we'll go like that. That should be a pretty decent starter parking lot here. All right, all built. Everything is on, and we already have customers. You know what? Just for safety's sake, we're gonna get a couple of crosswalks here. Make sure that our pedestrians can get across the street safely. And let's just fill this in with sidewalk as well. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna need to rebuild this fence. Just keeps critters out. I feel like the fence is gonna be kind of deconstructed whenever we need to expand anyway, so it doesn't need to be perfect. This is to kind of prevent the critters from coming, like the cow right here. For some reason, there's just a cow roaming around. So if they ever get in the runway, it slows things down and it'll cause problems. So we just need to keep the fence up over here. But this parking lot's looking pretty great already. Let's do a couple more things that I know will help a little bit. Nope, we want to go to staff, applicants, and we are going to get ourselves a CFO. Looks like we only have the 2 of them here. We will get the cheaper one, even though it's not that cheap. And now with the CFO, we will be able to adjust fees. So I'm just going to crank up, not like a super amount, but we're just going to bump up some of these numbers a little bit. We don't have baggage handling yet, but or vending machines. We don't have a lot of this stuff, but we'll just bump it up a little bit. And you need the CFO in order to do that. So with 250 on the small stand too. So that should help a little bit, especially since our parking lot seems to be doing rather well. All right, let's just take a look at our income right now. Already current day versus previous day, we're making over $10,000 more. And look at this, almost double our passenger fees is coming from parking. So that is quite lucrative. How's that research doing? Still got a long way to go. All right, so our next job is going to be a rather large one here. Go ahead and take that down. Go ahead and take this down and this down. And I was talking about how expensive it is to unlock these neighboring areas, but we're going to do that right now because we're going to need to accommodate some more jets. If we're taking more flights, I don't think this one runway is going to do it. We're going to want an extra runway that's just going to be dedicated to arrivals. And this runway we're going to use for departures. But the positioning that we have this is really terrible. Like we only have 1 tile of space here for any more runway or any more taxi. So we're just going to move this. We're going to destroy our runway here, destroy the ramps, and we're going to move it. We need to destroy this guy. Pretty much just need to destroy like all the things. So destroy. Then in order to destroy this guy, we need to control click with the runway. So then after we destroy the runway, we're going to put it into pause, enter planning mode, and plan out our new situation, which is pretty much going to be shifting everything down a little bit. All right, looks good. Let's pause. We're going to go to planning mode. This way we can get a good idea of where things are going to go. Our taxi runway, I think we're going to extend a little bit further down this way and a little bit further out this way with a small runway. I think we're fine kind of right like that. We can put that ramp there and that ramp there. We can reconnect all this with taxi paths. Okay. And then let's go ahead and put our second runway down. Give it a little space so that we can make sure we can fit ramps in here. Maybe we'll be able to use these guys. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good right there. Then we'll use the opposite down here. Sadly, even if we set this runway as arrivals only, it still complains about not having a ramp for entering, so we do have to add that. All right, and we'll just add this right here. All right, so that's going to be the general gist of our 2 runways. I don't know if that's realistic or what, but this is what it's going to look like. We're just going to have to connect up some taxi paths right there and right there. And I think that should be it. Looks pretty good. We'll go back to our planning tools, turn on our game again, and we'll go build planned objects. We'll just drag around everything. And then our workers should get to work. There they go. All right, and then before I forget, because I will, let's finish off these fences. Oh, there's our 1 runway. We might be able to just turn this guy on right away and set to commercial flights, and it'll start getting used again. And then this guy is going to be arrivals only, and we'll turn that on. And then we'll turn this to departures only. And we're probably going to have a few delayed flights since we just kind of destroyed everything and rebuilt it. But now all of our arrivals will happen in one spot, so we don't have to wait for them in order to take off with a new plane. And we got a couple of critters that got on the runway. That's okay. That's pretty good. Our fence is getting built. And this should help once we get our new ATC tower. We should be able to accept a lot more flights. All right, let's take a look at our research. We are at 67%. Another thing that we can do is we didn't set any of our security routes. So I think for the time being, let's just set that as a patrol route. Maybe we start them inside the terminals, or maybe we just have one security guy that just kind of travels each terminal or each stand. A long trip, but doesn't have anything else to do, so that's pretty good. And you know what? It's kind of a double duty thing, so we can remove this patrol. All right, and then we also have police car right here. Kind of just start his trip right there, and I'll just have him kind of travel back and forth down the taxiway here. I will not lie, I don't know what the best thing to do with the routes is, but it is recommended in one of the tutorials, so I thought we should do that. All right. Oh, we're at 80%, still pretty close. You know, what we can do while we're waiting is one more little thing to prepare. Let's take a look at the offered contracts filtered by airlines, and let's just grab a couple extra contracts. So when we're able to take more flights, we have the contracts. Well, you know what? Let's just take them all. I don't know how stupid that is. That might be really stupid, but I'm just going to do it. I can't think of why it would be that bad. I don't think we pay for the contracts. I think they pay us. So just give however many people the option. Sounds good to me. And we're just gonna wait for this to finish. And there it is, 100%. Extended commercial license complete. We're gonna go ahead and grab another research right away. We're gonna grab this one because it gives us a lot of cost reduction programs, and it's not incredibly slow. So that one should be pretty quick. Okay, now we can go ahead and grab our new fancy medium ATC tower. Slap it down right there. That will get built. Take a look at our finances here. So our 12-day average has been about $14,000 per day profit, not including construction costs. And since we've installed the parking lot and everything else we've tweaked, we are up to $63,000. That's quite an improvement. I think that's a lot better, and I think it's only going to get better. Now, if we look at our flights, yeah, see now we have 32 flight capacity scheduled on these extra days. Everything's jam-packed here. Might even like go down a little bit since we have that extra runway. Maybe we can squeeze in some more flights. Let's just rename. There we go. And I think that's pretty good. How's that research going? Already about 60% complete. The next couple of things that we're going to do research-wise is going to be shops and cafes that we can start putting inside of our airport, so we can start generating revenue that way, as well as kind of make this thing a little bit prettier than it is. It's pretty bare bones right now. But that's going to have to wait until next episode. We tackled all of our goals for today by milking a few extra dollars out of our passengers with a nice parking lot. We expanded our owned land and added an extra runway, which should help with congestion. and we increased our maximum flight capacity enough to last us for a while. If you want to hang out with me live on Twitch, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. There's a link in the description if you want to follow me there. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Consider subscribing for more videos every week. And if you want to be the first to know when new videos get released, ring that bell. Thanks for watching, and please take it easy.